Femi Adesa's King Invincible bravely merges epic with martial arts in his directorial debut, which premiered in Lagos, southwest Nigeria recently.
In preparations for the big screens, Nollywood debutant director Femi Adesa hosted industry friends, cast and crew of his movie King Invincible. The movie stars African Magic Viewers' Choice Award-winning actor Tope Tedela opposite Gabriel Afolayan in a martial arts-themed epic movie. Handsome warlord played by Tedela is fast transitioning into a wolf due to the curse of the dogs that has been placed on him. He must immediately find a cure to this curse or be forever damned.
You could take different routes to preparation, but I had the opportunity to prepare both inside out and outside in, because you need to really think deep about where this character is coming from. And it had a backstory that we knew, so it was just for me to work it and just work it to life. And also the stunts that we had to do, the physical preparation that we had to do and that I had to do to play the role also helped, bringing the character to life. So it was a mixed match.
Please tell us he'll be well. He must be well. This is a very strange illness.
Let the boy bear his fate.
What has he done to deserve such harsh treatment?
Sorry.
Committing to a project like that by a first-time director drew in early concerns.
I definitely had concerns. When I was first contacted about the film, about the setting, it's an epic film of huge proportions. So I was concerned, and I shared my concern that are you sure we'll be able to pull it off and all of that. Just general concerns that an actor will have when he's approached with a script that seems novel. So, but I'm glad I did it.
As a professional actor, you'd always have this little bit of concern if you're working with a first timer, but I was never in that zone with Femi Adesa on this one. Why? Because after reading the script, I just said to myself, this guy actually knows what he's doing.
Gabriel Afolayan plays a prince who couldn't wait to be king. At some point, he felt Tedela's character poses a threat to that ambition, causing him to get really vicious.
And drinks the elixir from the pot of life is the one. His bloodline will rule forever.
Go and open that door if you can. Lilac! What have you done, Adi?
Me?
Not yet. Oh, I shall be king.
When I was told I was going to play the prince, I said, okay, cool, prince, fine. But I didn't know the dimension to the role till I actually, laid my hand on the script. And after reading it, I just pushed the call through to the producer. I said, man, this is really, really nice, and I would love to do this. Like, a lot of people haven't seen me this way before, and okay, let's get on it and see how it goes. So I felt the challenge from the minute I read, about the character, and I said, okay, since I've said to myself, like, this is my job, this is what's going to put food on my table, so let's give it a shot.
On the part of Adesa, screening the movie marks a major landmark in a project that technically began 13 years ago.
Okay, I was watching TV. A comedian was talking about Nollywood, and it was, yabbing Nollywood and saying, Nollywood will do Love is Blind, Love can see, Love can now see, Love is now blind, no, Love has one eye. And I thought, no, we could still do a nice African love story that would not be like every other thing. So I put the pen on paper, and then it started getting wider and wider and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then we have what we have today.
Shooting the epic movie wasn't a stroll in the park, according to the testimony of lead actress Omowumi Dada.
Wanna be where you are. I'm in love with you.
At some point I felt, are we going to really get it right? But when I eventually saw it, I felt, wow, it was past my expectation. You must have seen in the movie there were loads of forest scenes. Almost everything you saw in there, the palace was built from scratch. The village square was built from scratch. Of course, the forests were there, and then we had to just go into the forest. The beer parlor, everything was built from scratch. We practically shot in the middle of nowhere, all bush, all forest. It was super risky. It was crazy. Most times we shoot almost all night and all. We had visitors like scorpions and scorpions and snakes and all of that. It was really, really challenging. But we knew one thing, we knew at the end of the day that it was all going to be worth it, and we're so happy right now that it's making sense.
King Invincible already earned a nomination in the Best Costume category for 2017 African Magic Viewers' Choice Awards.